Yo, what's up, what's up? Yes, what's next is complicated,
Yo, what's good, happy people? Welcome back to another episode of Complicated Discord. As always, your boy Dex.
Hey, it's your boy Alexander Benedict.
Christy, Miss Nice Nasty.
Well, coming back from last week, as you see, we have Miss Nice Nasty back this week, but unfortunately, Jacobi couldn't make it today, so he should be back next week. Again, we will be back at full strength at that point in time. But let's jump right into it. We'll start off with the drinks. Anyone else drinking here, or is it just me?
Just you. I'm drinking water today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm drinking today. I invented a new cherry Long Island iced tea, and I haven't given it a name. I try to ask.
I said bad bitch.
Bad bitch with cherry? That's what you think about when you think about cherry? Bad bitch?
Exactly. They should don't even go together.
The fuck?
How many songs have had cherries referencing women or sex?
Yes, but how was that got to do with the? You know what, Pete? You are not creative enough to make enough names for drinks.
Cherry? Really, Pete?
I love sex and candy. Yeah, I'm tripping. But anyway,
I am so done with this conversation right now.
well, the ingredients and the name should be right here. So enjoy. So we'll move right on to the Audacity. This week, I had to switch it up a little bit. I had something else planned, but this kind of caught my attention a little more. And for those that are listening and not watching, what you are hearing is a Zoom, I guess, class going on in Brazil. Now, with the whole COVID-19 going on, people have been doing Zoom for everything, office meetings, class, and whatever. This young lady decided to not pay attention to social media, how everyone's been getting caught, doing all kind of ratchet shit with their Zoom. She decided to do something, and she didn't think about it. Her and her boyfriend decided to have sex, but she didn't turn her camera off, so the entire class was seeing her ride some penis. And she was riding that balloon on the even switch position. And you see her boyfriend giving his short strokes. Either that or it looks like he's finishing off with a money shot. But regardless, the entire class saw her learning her technique. The best part is her class is so she can learn to be a therapist. So, yeah, there's that. Everyone here is speechless, I see. Thoughts?
Man, Zoom be catching people slipping.
It's crazy. I'm really speechless about that. Like, how do you not, like, want to just close your computer down or cover your webcam?
Because I guess she thought she turned the camera off and decided to go get it. But the thing is, why are you smashing right in front of the computer?
But that,
because it's set up in your bedroom.
Apparently not if you keep the camera on.
Wasn't that the same thing with the dude like a few months back? He got caught masturbating.
Bro,
what?
There was the one where the news host had his side chick walk naked in back of him, and he got caught cheating on air. Like,
you are kidding me.
Like people don't seem to learn. Like, bro, it's not.
What the hell? The fuck.
What I'm gonna tell you, the other girl that recorded ain't shit. She ain't even text her homegirl like, "Yo, we watching you get that work, girl."
That is insane. Well, if she texts her call, the girl was preoccupied. I wouldn't have stopped what I was doing to pick up a call and check a text message anyway. I'd have found out when it was all said and done.
Yo, at that point, you got all the guys in the class like, "Oh shit, Christy could take it." Y'all about to hit her up immediately.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Insane.
And like I said, at the end, I don't know if that was short strokes he was giving her, but it looks like she got the money shot.
I don't know. It looked like he was doing those pleasure pumps, bro. It looked
that looked like a money shot.
Exactly.
I mean,
it wasn't that slow bringing in motion. It was just a very generic.
Yeah,
I swear, it looks like he was. That's too fast for strokes, man. Them is very short. Those are shallow strokes. That's
what I'm saying.
He was finishing off, man. That was a money shot. And listen, when you think about it, if you're gonna get shot, you might as well let it be worth money.
I guess.
I'm just saying, you know, it's good for your
Pro
skin.
star.
They always capture the money moments.
Right. And the weird thing is now, if she had friends that were in that Zoom thing, they can't look at each other the same anymore. After you see somebody get you know, a face full of babies, it's kind of hard.
I'm withdrawing from classes immediately. Like,
you got.
well, no, I wouldn't. If it was me, I wouldn't. I'd still go up. No, I would still go to school.
It's college.
Yeah, I was
college.
Most guys don't give a shit. But again, like I said, after having your friends watch you get a money shot, it's just kind of, there's no going back from that.
Now, if it was high school, that's a whole other story. But
yes,
college,
exactly.
Especially her male friends. Which brings up an interesting question here. Do you think she was allowed to have male friends? Like, can better yet, can men and women be just friends?
Yes.
Of course.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of male friends. Their wives don't like it, but
I can see why.
Their wives don't like it, but I have a lot of male friends. And my husband has female friends as well, and they're friends.
And go ahead, Pete.
Here's how I feel about it. I feel like it's an insecurity thing because this one relationship I had, I wasn't allowed to have female friends. And I hated that because I don't want just one perspective from one sex. I would like to get a woman's perspective on things. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Pete, so what I'm hearing is he didn't allow you to have a female friends?
Really? That's what we're doing? Fuck out of here.
You didn't deny it though. You didn't correct me, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
Bro, there's no need for me to even justify that with a fucking response, you dick.
I know what you meant, Pete. I know.
He knew.
I don't know anything. Don't assume.
She didn't want me to have female friends. Like there was this one time, right? I knew this one girl in the barracks. We were real cool. I think she was from like St. Lucia or whatever. And I hadn't seen her in a while. And then I was trying to start college courses at CTC, and I saw her there. She had just got her commission. And I was like, yo, I ain't seen you in a while. Oh, snap, you got your LT. Yeah, what's up? And I ran home. I got home, and I told her about it. And she's like, why are you telling me about another bitch? And I was like,
oh.
I literally, this is what happened. I literally stepped out of myself and I'm like, see, I told you, dumbass, this was not going to end well for you. I'm just like, you're right, bro. And she's fucking chewing my head off and I'm having this conversation with myself like, see, next time, you don't tell her about another female. That's dumb.
No. Yeah. Well, especially because if you know the type of woman you're with too, I was about to say my wife, but her too, but my husband, speaking specifically for males, is that like we'll go places and look at females together, you know what I mean? Or he'd be like, oh babe, did you check that baddie over there that's walking by? Like that's not you know what I mean? It's so when he has his female friends and stuff like that, I have no insecurities because I already know if he's interested in somebody, he's gonna tell me that. You see what I'm saying? So I feel very secure with whoever his friends are, female friends are.
Your husband is a brave individual. Let me tell you something. If I go anywhere with my wife and I see something and I want to look, I'm going to play it off like, babe, can you believe she would wear those tight ass pants in the movie theater? There are kids here. Like,
yes.
Babe, what? Tits
no.
They real? They can't be real.
Yes.
No. I ain't going to shoot myself in the foot.
So is it okay then for the woman just to be naive and think that you're not looking like men look? They're not automatically blind once they get married or be in a relationship. They no longer have the senses of attraction anymore. That's ridiculous.
Christy, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a very unique relationship. Whereas both of y'all are secure. Y'all are so secure. Y'all are willing to share y'all securities with each other. And I'm just like, man, I wish I had that.
I'm just, everybody could have it. That's the thing that I tell people all the time. Like you can have it. There's people out there that think the same way I do. And And, there's no, I don't know. Like I said, for me, you should be able to be friends with anyone because you should trust your partner enough that your partner says, this is my friend. Okay, that is the friend until otherwise, you know what I mean? I'm not going to stress out over if they're doing something or what if or what this and what that. Shit is going to happen if it's going to fucking happen.
Christy, you make a very good point, and I'm going to touch back on that here in a second. But I want to kind of, I guess, focus on, do you think, since you said yes, it's obvious you think that men and women can be friends. A lot of people think that they can. A lot of people are like, no, men and women can't be friends. Something's always bound to happen. You're attracted to that person for a reason. Most people don't realize that sometimes you'll be friends with someone just because you found out, y'all might have the same interest. And now you just found they got a dope personality. So y'all are cool as shit. A lot of people go with that whole thing is, nah, men and women can't be friends. Somebody's trying to smash somebody. And I have been in that situation before where I've had female friends that were trying to, finagle their way into some dick. And, I had to admit that to my wife. Like, we've had this conversation. Here it is, though, importantly, now that you've said that about men and women, a lot of times in a relationship, I find that women will allow their men to have female friends, but a lot of men will feel some type of way about their women having male friends. It's a super common thing.
So can I just say something real quick?
Yeah,
in a relationship, you're not allowing someone to do anything. That's a grown adult. You're not allowing.
Touche.
I don't allow my husband to do anything. I don't allow my wife to do anything. They're adults. We're in a relationship and you know how to carry yourself. You know what's expected. And that's it. You know what I mean? So that word allow, I have an issue. Like when someone says, oh, your husband allows you to post provocative pictures on Facebook or Instagram. Pete, you're on my Facebook and Instagram. You see the photos I post. You see the comments I might make or whatever the case may be. My husband is secure in his position, in his relationship, same as I am secure in mine. So I don't allow him. He doesn't allow me. We support each other to be our authentic selves.
I like how you put that, Christy, the support.
A lot of the times, it normally stems from, I don't know. I guess a lot of times it's not that people are like, it's not that I don't trust my girl. It's I don't trust these niggas. And a lot of females don't understand that shit. Like me and my wife, we got into the same conversation a while back. I was like, yo, them niggas is trying to smash. She's like, no, they're not. I'm like, yo, them niggas at your job is trying to smash. Like you could sit down and you could tell me whatever the fuck you want to. Them niggas is trying to fuck. She's like, no, they're not. Don't nobody want me. Then I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what. Text one of them. Tell me you're interested and see how they respond. For real, I'm dead serious. I'm not saying you can't be friends with them. I just want you to accept the fact that these guys is going to try to smash, and any chance they get, they will opportunize on that.
Bitches do the same thing. Bitches do the same thing. It's not only guys that want to smash. Like there's girls that want to smash my husband too, but it's all about security.
Well, no, you're right. You're right. It is all about security. But I've come to realize a lot of the times, like I said, and this is going to sound, kind of messed up, maybe a little sexist. Females get offered dick way more than men get offered vagina. Like, yeah, it's just what it is. So there's a smaller percentage of me getting coochie offers from my homegirls than you would get from the males, You understand? Because guys will fuck anything, just about. And women will too in that same aspect, but I guess you guys reserve your anything to like cucumbers and shower heads and I guess brush handles and all kinds of inanimate objects.
Women, I think we're a little bit more, we might have more options, but we're still, we still have a right or, to say yes or no, right? It's still up to the woman in the relationship. Your girlfriend and your wife owes you respect, not them niggas. So it's like, you know what I mean? Look, everybody's adults here, okay? And at the end of the day, even if you agree you're not going to have friends of the opposite sex, and if that person really want to have that friend, it's going to be a secret that they're going to start. The text messages, the Facebook friend messaging, DM messaging or whatever, because now they're sneaking behind your back to have an innocent conversation, right? I just feel that when you're telling people who they can and cannot be friends with, that is how control starts in a relationship. Little things, you might think it's something very little, like, oh, it's just that. No, because then it's something else they want to control, and then something else and something else. It's not going to happen. You have to have these conversations before you jump into a relationship.
Chrystal, you are not lying. And like I said, when me and my wife had this conversation, by the way, we only had this conversation because when me and my wife first got together, she never had to work. Like she didn't work. And at one point she's like, babe, I want to work. Like I want to, contribute. And I'm like, take care of the kids. You're good. She's like, no, I want to contribute. I want to be a part of this. I want us to do these things together. So she went out and she got a job, and I'm not going to stop her. She's a grown woman, Who am I to tell her she couldn't work? I respect that.
Yeah.
But when she first started working, she'd be telling me how the guys would be nice to her. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, they're trying to fuck. And she's like, no, they're not. I'm like, yo, they're trying to smash. I said, let me tell you something. You're way better looking than I am. Way better looking. I can easily admit to that. I'm telling you, if I was at your job and I didn't know you, I'd be trying to smash. The niggas is trying to fuck. She's like, no, they're not. I'm like, okay, bet.
This is what I want to ask. Why is this even a conversation about, oh, they want to smash? Why not it just be, oh, that's very kind of them to welcome you on? Like, why is it the first thing that men think about? Like, oh yeah, that he's being nice, so boom, he wants to smash.
Let me answer that because it was so funny. I watched this one skit. This guy I follow, Big Jaw, and there's 4 kinds of dudes. And you have the one guy, he's definitely not trying to smash because you're not his type. Then you have the one guy who wants to smash, and he'll send you little, like, in the windows, a little thing saying, giving you a hint whether you pick it up or not. Then you have the one guy, I've been this guy before, I'll support you in your bad decisions in hopes that you'll come to me. And then I'm definitely this guy, the 4th guy. I'm the guy. I won't throw no in the windows. I won't try to hit on you, nothing. I'm genuinely a nice guy, your friend, whatever. But if the opportunity were to present itself,
you would smash.
Kanye West even said it. You want to pitch your boyfriend acting up? All right, that's fine. Give me some head. That'll really piss him off. Kanye West said it the best. Listen, at the end of the day, it's not even that's just usually what it is. Because and it's not even necessarily about the male-female thing. Anytime you're the new face at a job, you are kind of now the target. Everybody wants.
Where do y'all work at that this happens at?
What?
Where do y'all work at that this happens at?
Bro,
this happened at.
My wife was a server, and when I became a bartender, I went to a job, and the girls was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck him first." And I'm like, "I'm married." We didn't ask you all that. I'm like, oh, listen, my wife kills people. I'm gonna need you to stop. I want to see my kids grow up. I'm sorry. I don't want no parts of this. Like, let me tell you, people are scandalous. And like I said, a lot of the times it's not even that we had this conversation just to be a dick. Because I was mad. I was like, yo, yeah, they trying to fuck. I'm just trying to let you know, babe, listen, they're trying to smash. And just like Pete said, they're the 4 guys. They're gonna have some guys who are gonna let you know, listen, you got a husband and I respect that, but if you slip up, I'm giving all this dick. You got the one guy that's like, I'm not trying to, but I'm here for you. You having a bad day? Come talk to me. He pissed you off. Come on, I'm listening to you. And the one day,
it's the soul of the cry on.
Hey, you know what's up?
This is the thing, men. Your wives, your girlfriend, fiancés are intelligent women, okay? And I think I would be highly offended if my husband mentioned that to me, if I'm saying something to him like, oh, so-and-so at work, whatever, male or female. I get it from both sides, right? Because I'm bisexual, right? So basically, I can't be friends with anyone then at that point, right? Because I'm attracted to both. I just feel that it's like an insult to my intelligence in the sense if my husband is like telling me like, oh, this person at your job is trying to fuck you kind of thing. Like, okay, do you not think I could see that? Or do you not think I could buff that off? Or, what I mean? It's just.
Christy, it's not necessarily about that. But anytime I've had these conversations with my wife, because listen, like I said, a lot of the times I'm like, yo, babe, you are so beautiful. She's like, I'm all right. I'm like, no, you're fucking gorgeous. Like, stop saying you're not. You are. You're gorgeous. I'd be like, the guys at your job is trying to smash. No, they're not. No, they are. They are. You don't listen. They are. I'm telling you now. They are. You are thick. You're pretty in the face. They are. They don't give a shit what your personality is. They just are. So right. I'm giving you a heads up. You're absolutely beautiful. And if you feel like I'm lying, go ask one of the guys at the job what would happen if you told them we divorced. I'm telling you, they would be like, yo, you want me to come over and help you move? The kids need a new dad. I got this. No, don't worry about him. Like, listen, people are savages. When they want to smash something, that's what they're going to do. And me letting you know, look, they want to smash isn't me saying I don't trust you. It's me letting you know, look, you might not believe me. I'm just telling you for your own knowledge. That person wants to give you all of that dick and or vagina. Just so you know. Just in fact, I would watch my drinks around him. If I'm just saying, listen, Peter already had that happen to him when they put the Viagra in his drink. So
yes, that's right. Pete did get it.
No, but for real though, like I've seen it happen while I was in the military. I mean, you see this shit all the time in the military. I've seen it while I was working at Pizza Hut in the military. I've seen it at my last 3 jobs. Like, you know, the new girl, she comes in and everybody's fucking, you know. But how I see like, do I believe in a platonic relationship? Do I believe that a man and a woman can be friends? Yeah. Thankfully, my current girlfriend and I, we're secure enough. She has male friends. I have female friends. We're secure. Well, we're not like you're secure, Christy. Like we're trying to get there. We ain't that secure yet.
It's getting there.
I will tell you, me and my wife are close to that. We're very secure with each other at this point. You know, excuse me. I'm sorry. I never have to question where she is or what she's doing. And I make some messed up jokes though. I'll joke all the time. Like I'll call him like, hey, I'm on my way home. Tell that nigga he needs to hurry up and leave. I'll be there in 15 minutes. And by the way, if he's gonna be there, he needs to go half on the bills. Like he eating all the food, watching the TV, playing the video games. This nigga needs to contribute. Like pay a cable bill, motherfucker. Buy us a PlayStation game. Like, listen, if you're gonna be there, you might as well help me help us. Okay, he in this together, my nigga. Come on, let's do this. But I will tell you, I will say it's not just guys either. Because my wife she asked me a couple of times, like, I'm like, yeah, this person, they're just being nice. She's like, no, she's trying to get some dick. And I'm like, no, she's not. She is trying to fuck you, babe. I'm telling you, she wants your dick in and around her vagina and or mouth. And sometimes her anus. Look, I'm just saying, she's trying to fuck you. I'm like, no, she's not. And then lo and behold, she was like, hey, can I get a ride home? Sure, I can get a ride home. Hey, so vagina, can you get the fuck out of my car? Listen, I'm good. I gotta go. Like, nope. You know what? And it's so worse that you'll have some of these guys that'll wait. They'll wait until you fuck up, and they're like, "Oh, you ain't giving them none? Fuck it, I'll take it. I know you need that dust knocked off. You got needs, you know." But that brings up an even more important question. Why is it when you're mad at somebody, you're not gonna give up any poom or any dick? Like, why is it I'm mad? Yeah, guys don't do that. I'm sorry when I said dick. Guys don't do that. Why is it when women say I'm mad at you, it's all of a sudden I ain't giving you no cheeks. When you do something good, I got you. When you fix that garage door, I'm gonna sex you up good tonight. But I'll let you come home late from work. This coochie vault is closed. Like, what's going on with that? I don't even want you to say it. Chrystal, you go ahead. You're a female. I'm gonna let you voice this one first.
I can honestly say that I have never had a moment that I've been so angry that I will say no. There's never been a time that I will say no. It just doesn't. It's not in my vocabulary for that. No.
Christy, you truly are a unicorn because I've been in multiple relationships where that was a thing. Like, telling me that I could get lucky. Like, the fuck you mean get lucky? Like, this is a 50-50 deal here. You bring your pussy, I'm bringing dick. What the fuck? When the fuck did pussy become of higher value than dick?
Hold on, Pete. Let me kind of stop you there on that one. Although I do agree it's a 50-50 deal, I still kind of feel like it's a 40-60 deal. Because yes, they are bringing the pussy and you're bringing the dick, but keep in mind, pussy has no end. They could take dick for 17 straight hours and be cool. Penis, on the other hand, I kind of feel like it's kind of like one of those, you know what, nigga, keep your 5 minutes of dick tonight, bitch. It was 6 minutes. Don't you fucking judge me. Like, I'm not gonna tell nobody that shit. The fuck?
It was 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
What'd you say?
It was 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Listen, don't be taken away. Then them 30 seconds count, okay? We got 4 whole strokes in those 30 seconds. Don't be trying to judge me. Motherfuckers. But
you know what? I can honestly say in 11 years, there's never been a time that I've told my husband no.
I'm sorry, did you say there's none, never?
Never, not in 11 years, never said no.
My wife tells me no all the time, but that's because I can be inappropriate. Like, yeah,
I can see that.
I walk in the kitchen while she's cooking with everyone in the house and start pulling her pants. She's like, nigga, like, we are not alone here. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. No, there's not a time. And the thing is too, is that we realized early that our time together is so limited because he's active duty military. So he could go and leave for months at a time. Sometimes, you know, it's just like, so when you could get it in, you get it in, you know what I mean? And so then, it's not a.
And then you know the worst part about that whole bullshit is y'all won't give us nothing for 2-3 weeks at a time. And then finally when you do, want to turn around and say shit like, oh nigga, all that wait, and it was only 30 seconds. Nigga, you lucky you got that. Woo! I'm not saying that happens to me. I'm just saying
fired. I heard. This is a safe place. You can tell us if this happened to you, honey. This is a safe place. You sound like you're a place of being hurt. Pete's response, honey, I could tell Pete that you went through that because I felt it for you viscerally by your response.
Listen, I'm married right now, okay? When I was single, it was one situation. I ain't giving you none tonight. Okay, that's fine. I'll get it from someplace else. Fuck, you ain't saying nothing I ain't never heard before. Like, fuck, that's not a threat. That is not a threat. Vagina is everywhere. And I'm a decent looking guy. So, hey, by all means, don't give it up. Please don't. Do me the favor and don't give it up. I've been looking for a reason to get rid of you anyway.
You know, I never really had that issue when I was freelance dating, I guess you could call it. Like
whoring, you mean? Whoring. Let's just call it what it is, Pete. You were a whore.
Yeah. Never had that problem then. When I started getting into serious relationships, that's when that shit occurred. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? And then, the part that was fucking me up, like, you know, come Valentine's Day, you know, you get this magnificently wrapped box and you like, hey, here's your Valentine's Day gift. What the fuck? I got that shit last year. I had that shit last Tuesday. What the fuck?
Why is it so different today on February 14th? Why?
You know what I'm saying? Here I am with fucking Tiffany's and you giving me the same box I had last week. Like, what the fuck?
That's why.
Not saying nothing bad about the box, but what's so different now from last Tuesday?
Good recovery. Good recovery.
Yo, Pete, you saw. Pete, like he foresaw the future. Like, wait, so let me just fix this real quick before we go any further. Hang on a second. Listen. That's why I've come up with an ingenious way to figure this out, Pete. When it's time to give the presents, you wait until she give you hers, and then like, let me go grab yours. You understand what I'm saying? Because now if she's like, hey, week old vagina, you're like, okay, cool. I got, you know what, dope. All right. And then you give her some dick and be like, hey, I bought you some toilet paper. Like, toilet paper? Yeah, you need that. You always need that. Toilet paper don't go out of stock. Yeah. Come on, you sound ungrateful right now. I'm looking out for you. You are ungrateful.
I just want to know who created the standard for gift giving to men and women for special occasions. Like, why is it? I just don't get it. Like, I shower my husband with expensive gifts all the time. And what?
I'm sorry, Christy. Let me interrupt you for 1 second. A couple of months back, we had a show, and it was around Valentine's Day, and everybody was like, "What are you doing with your wife?" And I was like, "Nothing." The fuck you mean? I'm nothing, wife. Why not? Because I buy my wife flowers every 1st and 15th. I buy her stuff all the time. Like, if I'm in a mall one day, I'm like, hey, you know what? That Michael Kors bag would look good, or those shoes would look amazing, and I pick it up. I buy her stuff all the time. So when days like this come around, I don't necessarily have to go out of my way. It is what it is. I feel like Valentine's Day, in my personal opinion, is bad boyfriend's day. And the day before and after Valentine's Day is side bitch day. That's how you know your place in the world. If you go out to dinner before Valentine's Day or after, you a lot of your questions might have been answered at that point. Babe, why you always work late? Babe, how come I can't call you past 10?
You got your answer.
Babe, how come I can't give you no hickeys? First of all, because I'm a grown man. Grown men don't get hickeys.
Exactly.
And secondly, It's all your questions are answered. You know your position in the world, and now it's all up to you whether you want to play that part or not.
Yep.
Basically.
But back on the subject of genitals for holidays. Y'all are terrible with that shit, bro. Man, listen, I don't get it. Y'all make it seem like y'all are dressing it up new, like y'all went and got a vaginal rejuvenation. Now you giving us something new, like we ain't never had it before. First of all, this isn't even new to the world. This is technically certified pre-owned pussy. So now I gotta get something that everyone else has test drove. I'm just saying, what's new about this? Where's the present here? Where's the present?
That's what I be saying. Like it's frustrating.
And I am not saying dick is any prize because we all know dick isn't. But at the very least, we don't be like, hey, it's Valentine's Day. Let me give you this dick that you had last night.
That's true.
And if we tried it, God look at us like we fucking crazy like niggas. So that's all you.
That's
all you got me was dick.
Men should really try that next Valentine's. Men should try to not buy any gifts whatsoever and just put on a tidy whitey and say, ta-da, here I am.
I want to see what that tidy whitey nothing. What you got to do? No, what you got to do is you got to go lay out on the dining room table with a centerpiece. Just hey, meal is served. And you know what? Anna took a Viagra. Hey,
yeah.
Anna took a Viagra, so you got an all-you-can-eat buffet right here.
Yo, dead ass. Yo, you'd be at the dinner table with some side of gravy, and you just be like, all for you, baby.
No. Who's gonna clean all this goddamn mess up off the goddamn table and counter? That's what I want to know.
Listen, full disclaimer, gentlemen, do not try this at home because you know what I see happening? I see somebody doing that shit, and she be like, oh, this is my Valentine's Day present? Cool. I want it from now until midnight, until 12:01. And now you trying, Dex, you told me to give her dick for that. I didn't tell you to do nothing. I said, you know, do what you could afford.
You try this, but at your own risk.
You can afford it, you know.
You've been warned.
You know, this is a funny story, actually. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine a couple of days ago. And she was saying, I forget what we were talking about, but she was saying about how guys don't have time. No, what was she? She was saying that there's always a good time for certain things. Like I don't know what the conversation was about, but basically she was like, "Yo, no, you should be able to do it anytime." And I'm like, "No, there's always a bad time to do certain things." She's like, "I don't believe so." I said, "Okay, fine. What if you or somebody are dating and you invite that person to your house for Thanksgiving, and he feels like, you know what, now is a good time to get butt naked and lay down in the middle of the table, like, hey." Your family's gonna look at him very awkwardly after that.
Yeah.
Or some of your family might be like, "Ooh, Christy, good for you. Do you mind if I get a to-go box?" You know, I'm just listen. There are wrong times, but go ahead, Pete. I see you feel some type of way about, you know, pre-packaged vagina for holidays. What's going on with this,
bro? Like really, like I said, like I hate the whole idea that, you know, genitals for presents, and even worse when you take away the genitals because of some fucked up shit. Granted, don't get me wrong, I fuck up. I'm a fucking idiot, but that should be besides the point. Why would you deny me something that I've already had access to? You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like the military with your 45 and 45.
Huh?
It's kind of like the military with the 45 and 45, reduction of rank and restrictions. You got reduced from every night dick to once a month dick.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that shit is very, very
childish.
Listen,
to say the least.
Do you want to hear childish? I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell everyone a story of my most childish moment when it came to denying someone sex. I'm gonna tell y'all about this. I was dating a girl at one point, and she was mad at me for whatever reason. I don't know, and I honestly probably didn't care. It was something stupid. Anyway, I tried to get some, and she was like, "No." And of course, I'm not gonna give up just because you say, "Hey, I'm like, all right, cool, let's lay here. And I'm gonna put my penis against your butt, and I'm gonna somehow finagle my hands down your thighs. I'm gonna get you into this, right?" And after a while, she was like, "Fine, we could do this." So, mind you, we still mad at the argument. I said, "Hey, you know what? let's do this and do this quick so I can go to bed. I got to work in the morning because it was pretty late. So I made sure I came really, 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 really fast. And she was like, what? I didn't come yet. Well, you didn't want to in the first place, so we're good. We are good. I'm going to bed.
Oh my God, that is so juvenile.
That is gangster.
Hey,
That is so juvenile.
Sometimes drastic measures are required. Sometimes you have to teach lessons. You didn't want to, so I guess I'm doing you a favor here. We both win.
Wow.
I got what I wanted. You got what you wanted. So hey, night.
That's you trying to hit it with the Bernie Mac. You better get yours before I get mine.
Okay. And he did that.
You know what's even crazier though? What would be some of the reasons that you? So, Chrystal, you said you've never done that to your man. If you did do that to the man, what would be one of the reasons you told your husband, no nookie for you tonight?
What would be a reason?
Yeah, what would be one of your reasons?
I can't think of one.
Because so you have none. There is no conceivable.
No, because it's just something that we just never encounter because it's initiated at the right time. You know what I mean? Like my husband, if he knows I've worked so many hours, he's not going to initiate because he knows I'm tired, kind of thing. Like it's like you know your partner, you know when it's a good time, when it's not a good time. You know what I mean? So it's like if he knows I've had a rough day, a long day, I already have a migraine, he's not going to come at that time and be like, oh, okay, well, let's try to get it in right now. Like he already knows, he's in tune with what I have going on. So
you know what? I'm gonna tell you a trick that I used to use, especially with my wife. She's like, baby, I had a long day. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take care of you then. Then we're gonna go to bed. Knowing that's never the end of it. Knowing that, hey, I'm gonna put you in the mood, and then no matter what I do, it's going down.
No. Because the thing is, the reason that doesn't work for us is because my husband doesn't know what 5 or 10 minutes is. He is trying to extend and prove a point. And we're together for 11 years. You don't have to prove a point. He still tries to prove a point. And I'm like, look, we got to be quick with this right now. And there's no be quick with it.
She's like, stop playing. I know what you could do. Like, why? Who are you trying to impress? They got cameras in here somewhere. Are we auditioning for a website or something?
When I tell you exactly, I just like, nope. He already knows. I know what his duration is, and he knows what my duration is based on what my day is. And if he already know he cannot give me that short span I'm looking for, we're not even gonna go there.
But Dex, you're right. I have done that before.
What?
I'm like, lay down. I'll give you a back rub. The back rub turned to a booty rub. The booty rub turned to, spread them cheeks. And here we are.
Pete, stop. Listen, we giving out too many keys, man. These women gonna get smart to it.
Oh, they know this. What's the brother? You know this, bro. Come on. How many? No, for me, cunnilingus is my thing. I learned. I remember. I used to when I was still going to high school. I was talking to one of my mentors, and he was like, "Yeah, you gotta eat pussy." He was like, and I was weirded out by like, "Don't they pee out of there?" He's like, "Different hole, bro." And I'm like, oh, and he's like, you want to get the
different
girl,
hole.
You want to get her excited, eat the pussy. And I was like, all right, I don't know about that, but you say
he's
so.
Like, do I bring a spoon? How do I do this? I'm not sure how this works.
And I fouled up on it a few times, but it's been proven. You eat the box. The box is warmed up. Now you good to go. You just slide right in. You know what I'm saying?
And listen,
so it's been one of my tactics.
Here's a little pro tip.
Tactics.
Here's a little pro tip. If you're smart about it, when they're like, "Hey, let's do this," you're like, "Nah, babe, you're tired. Let's go. It's okay, man. Look, you're good. I'm happy." Let them kind of like, "Hey, let's do this." So when you do it, if you're quick, you can be like, "See, I just did that for you, though." So I could have went longer, but you had.
Oh my God.
I was trying to help you out. Like, that's how much I care. I wanted to finish this off so you can get some sleep.
This guy.
Pro tip.
This guy.
Tip. But we're gonna get in jump topics. We're gonna shift it up a little bit. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever been in a relationship with somebody, or better yet, dating someone? Y'all just get into a new relationship, and you take them to a restaurant, and they're like, I bet you bought the other bitch's hair. And then you're like, the fuck? Why does it matter? Like, has it ever happened to y'all?
Pete, I'm gonna let you go first, Pete, because you always got some shit. So you can go.
Honestly,
first.
I've never had that issue.
I thought,
really?
Hold on, Pete. I thought Pete's statement was gonna start with this one time in Fort Hood.
No, actually, no, bro. For one, I didn't stay. Well, I was the kind of guy, bro. As soon as I got a car, I wouldn't even try to be in Fort Hood. I mean, not saying Fort Hood was bad, but it wasn't really nothing to do back in 04, 05. Like, so, bro, 1 minute I'll be in Cameron, I'll be in Austin, I'll be in San Antonio, I'll be in Hugo, Oklahoma, you know.
Listen, listeners, viewers, and Christy, let me go ahead and put you on the game. Don't let this nigga lie to you. He couldn't go and take none of these girls to these restaurants because he was in Fort Hood. Fort Hood is known for smashing people's wives while they were deployed. He couldn't risk being seen by the general public.
Oh my
Don't let him lie to you. Don't let him lie to you.
You was taking him out of town, Pete.
Yo, believe it or not, Fort Hood is fucking small. Imagine the whole world. Imagine the whole world. The world's fucking huge. And you cram its representatives of people in this tiny ass town.
Wow.
Granted, Fort Hood's huge. Clean is small.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took him out. They was just never in the same place because he knew the other soldiers were frequenting these places. They all knew. Listen, dogs know what tree to sniff. He knew.
Oh Lord.
But go ahead, Christy.
So I've had that happen to me before, and that relationship did not last, not even a week after it happened, because I just cannot just say, this is what happened. I wanted to go to a restaurant, and she said, if you've taken any of your other exes there, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go anywhere that you've taken anybody else that you've dated. And this is like my favorite place.
Hey.
And I'm thinking, now I can't go to my favorite place anymore with you and share that special moment with you, because I've shared it with my exes, my mom, my sister, my nieces, my nephews. It makes no sense. Like, how insecure and stupid is that?
Christy, I don't want to be, out of line here, but because I'm a petty individual, my answer would have been, oh, so I guess you don't want to go to the box either, because my exes have been there as well. Like, listen, figure some shit out.
You know what? I was so mad that I couldn't even think about that, but legit, I was just like, the whole shit has just pissed me the fuck off. I didn't even want, I was just, people that are controlling and insecure is a total turn off for me.
You know what? You're absolutely right, though, because I have been in that situation before. Oh, I bet you bring the other bitches here. No, I'm not going to lie to you. My answer was like, yes, I do. I have bought the other bitches here. So are you a bitch? Is that what you're saying? But no, yes, I like this place. Yes, I have bought my other hoes hair. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't got to eat shit. But
yeah, bro. And that's what I'm saying, because like when I go out, like if I'm going to, I want to take you to a nice place. Like I have there's 3 restaurants that I love in Austin, Texas, and I haven't taken my lady to the other 2 yet, just because 2020 was a bad year. And
yeah.
Matter of fact, the one I took her to, they had just opened up. They had just opened up past the quarantine, and they were happy to have us as guests and whatnot. And man, so good.
Yeah.
I think this shit is so weird. Like, are you that insecure?
Yeah.
You would limit yourself?
I think a lot of the times is people don't really consider that because okay, some people are very, very particular. Me, for example, when I stopped eating meat a while back, but when I used to eat meat, I would go to a place called Uno's. I don't know if you guys have it. I don't know if Texas has. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a place in New York. It's from Chicago originally, but it's called Uno's. I went to Uno's with my aunt when I was a kid, and the first time I had steak and I started liking steak was there. And the thing is, they have a steak and they have a grilled shrimp that they serve together. It's a meal. It's amazing. So after that first time me going, this is always my favorite place. So usually whenever I went on the first date, that was my go-to. I didn't eat steak and shrimp all the time. So whenever I got a new date, you know what? It's a nice place. It's on South Street Seaport. So you get to look at the bridge and you get to see the city lights. It's a dope place. That was my go-to. And of course, you bring other bitches here too, huh? You know what? We gonna go. We're not gonna eat now. We ain't gonna eat. I'm gonna get something.
No,
It's good. It's good because you have to understand a lot of people are so particular that when they find some place they like, they want to stick with that. They don't want to take chances and go someplace. And it's kind of like this food is no good, or I've never been. Especially on a first date, when you're trying to impress, you want to take somebody to someplace where you know the food is good.
Yeah,
so yes, it's obvious. I'm going to bring you someplace that I know the food's amazing. And if I come here all the time, it has nothing to do with any girl. It's just that I know the food is good. Now you're going to take this away from me because you feel some type of way. I mean, technically, you're not giving me any brand new vagina. That's nothing new to me.
Exactly.
Nothing new to anyone else. So for you to ask me to go out and take you someplace new, and you're not offering new, with my companionship, bitch, you getting mine too. This is new to everyone. Like, come on, stop acting brand new. Eat the food and let's go on and live a happy life together. Let's fall in love. Let's have some kids. Let me accidentally get you pregnant 2 or 3 times before we have these kids. Let's figure this shit out. Don't make me feel bad for bringing you to a restaurant that I feel like has good food.
No,
but that's just me.
The only thing I will say is a no-no for me in a relationship is like my husband and I, we have one of our favorite restaurants in San Diego that we will not go without each other. We're in a relationship now. Like if we're not together, I'll go to that motherfucker and take whoever I want to take there. But like, for example, like he's in San Diego right now working and I'm fixing to go out there to be with him. And I already told him like, you cannot go to that restaurant without me. Like we both know that kind of thing. But as far as like, box? What was that?
Not even a to-go box?
No, because that's our special restaurant. No, absolutely not. That's like, no.
Can he walk in?
We go together.
Can he walk in and smell the air and then walk out?
No, hell no. That's cheating.
Can he drive down the same block? Jesus Christ.
That is cheating. No. If he took an Uber, the Uber can't even drive past there. No.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, can you make a detour?
No. No. Yeah, so I'm saying that's the only thing like I'm petty about. Like if we have a favorite restaurant, like we don't cheat and go to that restaurant without the other one, when we're traveling or whatever. Another thing that we don't do that I will fight you for in a relationship is if we start watching a series together. Well, sometimes I cheat. Sometimes I will watch it without my husband, but that's the type of shit we argue about. Like he'd be like, "Did you really watch the fucking series without me?" That type of shit.
I thought I knew you better than that. I feel like that's
I'm a terrible person.
Listen, me and my wife always have these. You know what? Let me tell you something. And this is how we work. I'm petty like that. Like when it comes to TV shows and movies, I take it personally. Like once my wife went and seen a movie with her nephew that I wanted to see. And I was like, so you went without me? She's like, well, he wanted to see it. I'm like, so I wanted to see it. She's like, I didn't know. I'm like, you know what? No worries. She's like, what, you gonna go see it? I'm like, nope, I don't even want to watch it anymore. She's like, what? I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't
fucking baby for no reason.
You be bad.
Listen, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. If I want to share something new with you for the first time, that's my thing. And if you take that away from me, sound like, you know what? I don't even want to go anywhere. Fuck it. I don't want to see it. I don't care the movie. Like I'll watch it when it comes on TV in 15 years. I don't even care anymore.
Somebody was forced to share as a child and they don't like it apparently.
Actually, you know what? I'm the baby, so I got spoiled. And that's
really? See, and that's the reason. You feel entitled.
I do, man. But it's kind of like, I feel like if we're married, you should know me. Like, this is messed up. Hold on. This is messed up. And I told my wife, I'm like, babe, this is kind of messed up. And I'm sorry I feel this way. But I feel like we're married. You should like read my mind about things. She's like, what? I'm like, you should know what I'm thinking before I think it because we know each other that well. I know.
I agree to a degree. I agree to a degree.
And here's why I say that. I feel like you should know me well enough to know what I like, what I don't like, and what I may be interested in. Like, for example, on Netflix right now, there are a couple of series that dropped. And as much as I wanted to watch them, I said, you know what? My wife likes period pieces. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until she's home. We're going to watch this together.
Oh, that's very sweet.
I'll be coming in the house and I'm like, what are you watching? Oh, I'm watching that show. Nigga, I told you. You know what? I didn't know you wanted to watch it.
You're waiting. How does she know you're waiting?
She's huh?
How does she know you're waiting?
You should know what I like. We've been married for 7 years. We've been together for 10. So, you should know what I like.
So here's the thing. I agree to a little that when you're with somebody, you're learning them as they're learning you, and you're learning their likes, their dislikes, and stuff like that. So yeah, like my current. She likes thriller movies. I kind of don't like thriller movies. But I'll watch it with her And like when I see something, I'll start covering my eyes and stuff like
oh
that.
my God.
Also, you're a bitch.
Shit.
No, I don't like to be startled. I don't like being startled. That's
You're
I
like
don't like
startled?
What?
Yeah, I don't like being startled.
It makes me feel alive. It makes me want to. Anyway, go ahead.
So, at the same time, she knows I like video games, so she'll either help me get a game, or she won't mind me playing and stuff like that, and that's cool. In one relationship, the one girl, she was into makeup, and so I would learn makeup. Like I understood what contouring is and stuff like that. So now when I see a chick with fucked up makeup, I'll be like, yeah, your makeup's tore up.
Hey, you know what Pete just told me? Pete,
What?
that's basically saying if you're around Austin and you see a heavy set, dark-skinned female with really good contours, you might want to, ask her if her name is Alex. I mean, he know how to. What do you want me to say?
Hey, dead ass. I did the Snapchat look thing, man. If I was a female, I'd have
Bad bitch, huh?
I'd have
A BBW coming to take your man.
I was watching this show the other day, real quick, kind of off topic. I was watching this show the other day. I watch a podcast called Squadcast, and they brought up a topic on if you were a girl for a day, what you would do. And I thought I was the only person that felt this way. But when it came up, the guys was like, oh, I would immediately fuck myself. Like immediately. Like
yes.
I would fuck myself immediately.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, it's not just me. That feels better.
Really?
Yes, immediately.
Yes.
I wouldn't leave the house at all. I would sit down and I would learn so much. I would overnight everything I can from Amazon. I would go to the sex stuff.
Why?
Why? Because you know what? For one, I'm kind of curious to know what it feels like. But for two, it's a learning experience. Because now that I know what feels good, I know what I can do when I'm a man again.
True story.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
True story. When I was a kid, I think I was like 5 or 6.
You tucked, didn't you? You used to tuck, didn't you? You dirty dog.
Yep, I used to tuck it. I used to try to put my testicles.
I think all boys do that. I think all boys have that.
I used to tuck it. I used to try to like put my little testicles back inside. Like, we did that shit.
Boys are just so rough with that thing when they're little. Like my kids, I have 3 boys and they were all very rough. I'm like, what are you guys doing with it?
First of all, we're rough with it now. I want you to understand something. When every guy has sex, at least once, they be like, I wonder how hard and how far I can go without killing myself. It's what we do. I'm sorry. Like,
hey, no, real talk. Did you know you could break your dick?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Dick has cartilage. Is it cartilage?
Yeah.
No, it's not cartilage that's inside of it. It's not cartilage. You could sprain it or like pull the.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It's like a muscle tear.
Break it. Yeah, like a muscle
tear. Yes.
So Dennis Rodman, he had a I forgot the shit, but he said he broke it 3 times.
Let me tell you something. I almost thought I broke my penis once, and the satisfying part was I wasn't the only person that was in pain because we both kind of got a piece of it.
What?
Hold on.
Damn.
She flopped down and my penis got bent, but on the ricochet, it went straight into her ass. So we was both kind of like, oh my God. So listen.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That ricochet game is serious.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
That ricochet game is serious. Let's call it what it is.
Whew.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, man, listen. It was a moment. It was kind of bittersweet. It was painful, but then it was kind of like went in your ass. That was kind of funny.
Bittersweet.
It's when you never knew like another human could jump that high, and then you learn this kind of like that was kind of amazing.
Wrong hold, yeah.
That was kind of amazing. By the way, wrong hold, accidental anal only happens about 45% of the time. The rest of the time, it's kind of like I'm gonna go as fast as I can, and then I'm gonna aim it and see what happens.
Yeah, you're gonna get a fucking charge fucking around with me.
I have a wrong hole story that ends up very, very weird, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, it ends weird, Pete. It ends weird. It ends borderline disrespectful for one person.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a story.
Woo.
But we're going to be talking about past and ex and wrong holes and, have you guys ever received nudes from your exes or from whoever you were with at the time and decided to, keep them like in your spank bank? More importantly, even with that, have you guys ever received recycled nudes and then kind of felt some type of way about it? This is a two-parter. This is a twofer. This is a nooner. We're doing this twice. Let's go ahead and answer these questions.
Wait, so the first question you said, have we received pictures or videos from an ex?
Have you ever in your past, while you were in a past relation, had a spank bank? Had a folder that was on your, really?
Yeah. In the past, yeah. Funny story.
When I was in Fort Hood.
Yep. This is just before I deployed, right? So I got with this white girl, right? And come to find out, I wasn't the only guy, but so we're sitting there doing the do. My roommate comes in. He had borrowed my squad leader's camera, right? And he's sitting there like, filming and shit. And then he didn't take the film. He didn't take the video off the camera. He gave it back to the squad leader. And she's sitting there with her mom because, get ready to deploy.
Oh, my God.
And then she showed her pictures of like training and stuff. And here's her soldier fucking doing the do.
What the fuck?
Pete.
Yo, she smoked the shit out of me.
Hey, Pete, it's funny you say that. There was a movie like that a couple of years ago. I forget what it was. I couldn't watch the movie because I was going through something at the time. But the thing of the movie is there was this guy and this girl that was engaged for years, like forever, right?
Yeah.
While they were trying to figure it out, the girl cheated on the guy with her boss. Now, at that point in time, I was going through a really, really heartbreaking situation with somebody that I was with. So I couldn't finish the movie. Up to this day, I haven't finished that movie. But in the beginning of the movie, they explained that the girl's parents didn't like her fiance. So they had given her a one of those Bluetooth picture frames.
Okay.
For Christmas. And it was sitting down next to grandma. And they're like, yeah, you just connect it to your phone and it'll kind of cycle through the picture. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to connect it. And the guy was sitting there like, oh my God. Baby, disconnected. And she wasn't understanding. She's like, what are you talking about? Disconnected. So as they're all sitting there looking at the pictures, of course, the next picture that popped up is a picture of him like this and with his penis out. Then a picture of him and her going at it doggy style. Then a picture of her giving him a blowjob. I kind of feel like that was one of those situations, Pete.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, for me, I have in the past kept a spank bank folder. The thing was, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, I had to delete mine when I got with my wife. Since then, I've never had one. I've never really needed one. But I can understand why some people would keep theirs. Anyone else? Am I the only one? Am I the only asshole here? If I am, just let me know.
No. Go ahead.
I don't recall deleting anything. Like, I don't think I went through that phase of deleting anything. I'm sure I probably have photos and videos from way before my marriage that's still there in my Google photos.
That is because you're a savage.
I'm just saying.
I almost feel like at any given time, your husband could walk in and you could be like going through the videos. He'd be like, baby, what? I'm trying to get in the mood for you, nigga. Be happy.
Oh no, honey. He is a mood. Trust and believe that. I have enough flicks to look at of us to get in the mood. But I'm just saying, like, I never had the thought to delete it, but I haven't looked at it either. Like, sometimes I'll tell you what, like, I'm flipping through some stuff, like say from years ago, I'll put in a year in Google Photos. And then it will bring up, I was like, oh shit, I forgot that shit was in there. Do I delete it? No, I just keep on scrolling to look for what I went in there to look for in the first place. I don't know why I don't delete them. I just don't. I haven't looked at it and I don't know. It's not a big deal.
You know what? You're right. In my defense, when I did have this picture, babes, because I know you watching, when I did have this album, I forgot I had it. I had it before I met her. And when I upgraded phones, it just it did the thing where, when you back it up, it'll just transfer everything. I never thought about it until one day she was like, hey, what's this? And I was like, oh shit, I still have that.
Let me tell you what, there was a time that my husband went to Florida for an assignment, and he has a hard drive, like a terabyte hard drive that he has all of our pictures and videos and shit on, right? And he comes home and he fucking forgets the fucking hard drive in the hotel. And it did not, I don't even think if it had a password on it or not. I can't remember, but I was flipping the fuck out, losing my shit, because I'm talking about thousands of photos and videos, hundreds of videos that we've had, right? So I'm just like, if that just gets into the wrong hands, what the fuck is going to happen? And then I have to explain this to my kids, right? Because I'm going to be on World Star at this point, right? And I'm serious, or Pornhub, somebody's going to be getting paid for these damn videos. So anyway, the housekeeper found it. The housekeeper was very honest, and they mailed it to us.
Okay, Pete, how about you? We've all explained about our past lives and our hiding stuff from our exes and stuff like that. What about you? Have you kept a spank bank hidden from someone you were with in the past?
A few times. I've made it my business to not do so. Now I still save old porno flicks because if I find it, that's me. When I find a good porno flick, like I'm committed to that porno flick. Like I don't want to look for new porn.
All guys do, because finding the right porn to spank one out to takes forever. You're looking for 4 hours to find something that catches your taste. So it's understandable.
Yes.
You're looking for 4 hours for 30 seconds of stroke, really?
Yes.
That's a waste of fucking time.
Yes. Because you have to understand something. Mid-stroke, the wrong glance on the wrong close-up on the wrong anatomy will completely ruin things for you.
Yeah.
You know what it's like?
I'm frustrated all day.
It's like you're about to end, and then the video switches to the guy. Now you feel you have to question your sexuality because right at that last moment, the guy was like,
my first deployment, we had 3 porta johns. I was like, yo, the middle porta john's mine. You're like, what do you mean the middle porta john's mine?
Wait, back up. You spanked it in the porta john?
Right. I was what? I was 22 years old.
That
with
is
a high sex drive. At the time, wait, hold on. At the time, I was getting pussy on a regular. To no pussy, get the fuck out of here.
Let me tell you what you were, Pete. You were an animal. You were a barbarian.
Yes.
To beat off in a porta-john. First of all, you were downrange. Hold on. No, I don't listen. First of all, you were downrange. Them porta-johns get anywhere between 120 to 160 in the day. And at night, they're only like 30 or 40, degrees. How are you alive?
Filthy animal, you.
First off, bro, like I said, because it wasn't just one time, bro. Like I would like, hey man, give me a minute, I gotta go, bro. And I go beat off real quick and come back to work.
Hold on,
right? Because it was frustrating.
Couple of questions here. Number one, did it only take you a minute to beat off each time? Number two, Number two, was it kind of like a gradual thing? Did you like start off at like 15 seconds and then build your way up to like 45 minutes? Like all of this is new to me. The porta-john is a dangerous place to be spanking off.
Bro, it's one of the, for one, you have to have a good imagination. Because we didn't have smartphones. We didn't have smartphones in fucking 04.
04 or 05, yeah.
And let's not talk about the stench, Pete. How were you able? There's something wrong with
with the stench. No, the stench was easy. You just put fucking toilet paper in your nose, bro, and breathe through your mouth, bro. Breathe through your mouth.
I'm telling you.
Folks, hold on real quick. If you're listening or watching, I just want you to know that is a man that was determined to bust one off. To deal with all of that, you listen, you must be ready to die for this. So I guess putting his life in danger in Afghanistan or Iraq wasn't enough. He figured I'm gonna take it up a notch. Okay, Daredevil, you got this. I'm sorry, bro, Christy. As you were saying,
bro, I'm just saying, like, you had to do it. But I think I'm going past the original question.
You think?
Have I secured? No, I try to recycle my stuff. So like, if I don't have any of my past relationships now. Get rid of them. It's history.
Well, you know, I remember in the past you've kept them though. Like in the past,
Yeah,
you've
in the
had
past I have.
like, oh yeah, niggas don't got know about this.
Oh yeah. I mean,
well,
you get in that one relationship, and then you're like, you start trying some new stuff, and then you're like, damn, that was a dope ass video, and I'm gonna keep this. You know what I'm saying?
Luckily,
this is the thing. What's the difference? I have to ask a question. What's the difference between keeping a video with someone that you've had sex with and keeping a video of porno stash? Like, it's all sex, it's all the same.
Ooh, no, it's not. Let me tell you something. Because at the end of the day, and I realize you'll watch a porn, right? And everyone has a specific way they like to go at it. Some people have things they like to see. Like, I know some guys that want to watch a chick get ragdolled and dragged for 15 minutes for them to get up. And when you go watch stuff now, it's kind of hard to find these things. So now you're looking at these guys making love, and you're like, I didn't come to see this. I didn't come to see you guys get married and raise a family. I came to see you make that chick regret her decisions in life.
Oh my God.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I feel wrong. I feel like now I'm watching someone's mom. I don't want to. No, I'm good. Like,
you don't want to watch someone's mom.
This is no. When you're watching yourself, you're like, oh yeah, I put work in. Oh my,
I did that.
I did it.
A perfect example was the Kim Kardashian Ray J mixtape. If I wanted to watch softcore porn, I would have watched softcore porn. That shit was whack. That shit was whack.
But in comparison to the kid, now was it Kid Rock and Pamela Anderson?
Mm-hmm. They had one out.
Whew, and that one, boy.
even the likes of Paris Hilton. Her porno flicks was pretty dope. And I'm just like, okay.
I never saw hers. I wasn't interested.
Like Jacobi, she got ragdolled. But look.
Yeah.
Another question that goes along with this exact same thing is, have you guys ever received a picture and you're like, oh, you ask someone, they're like, yeah, I'm going to send you something. Or how you don't even ask. They just have to send you something. And you look and it's like post-dated. Or you're like, hang on a second. Your hair is a lot longer now. What's going on here? And they're like, oh, that's one I took before. Like me, I've never liked recycled like nudes. You gonna send me a nude? I want something fresh and in the like. Go and stop what you're doing to take it. I'm at work. I don't care. Go in the bathroom and do something nasty in the stall. I don't want something that you've sent to other people. I want to feel special. I want to feel like I'm something new. Don't make me feel like everyone else. Nope. Listen. No. Go out of your way for me. I don't like recycled nudes. How do you guys feel about that? Have you ever received or sent a recycled nude?
I have.
You've sent a recycled nude?
Of course I did.
Should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm not, because they were so happy to get it. So no.
Let me tell you something. Shame. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Not an ounce of shame, honey. Not an ounce of shame.
I'll say this. It's not that I feel good or bad about it. If you sent it to me, I feel like I was privy to that new information about you. But yeah, it's recycled. Like it's
this is the thing. Why are we worried about recycled fucking photos when you're fucking someone that has already been fucked before, been sucked on before, that mouth has been on dick before, and that mouth is now kissing you? You're worried about a fucking recycled fucking photo?
Let me tell you something, young lady. Anyone I've been with, as far as I'm concerned,
has never sucked dick before.
They've never taken dick. They've never done any of that. They are listen, you are innocent until I defile you, okay?
Dex, I'm not gonna ruin your evening this evening, honey, but I'm just saying.
You have not been defiled until I defile you, okay?
I'm a bit taken back, but
ever. You're not with a virgin. So
you don't know what I'm with?
I'm telling.
I'm a bit taken back by that, Christy, but
let me tell you something.
You make a sound point.
The shit that fucking people argue about or be upset about a motherfucking recycled photo. Dude, why are you worried about a recycled photo? These titties have been seen by a lot of people.
You are right. They have been seen by a lot of people. But you again, I keep telling you guys I'm petty. I sometimes like to do weird shit like, hey, so you gonna send me a nude? Hear me out. I'm like, you know what? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get on top of your TV, put one leg to the northeast and the other leg 45 degrees that way. Then
you want to guarantee.
Hold on. Then I want you to grab your iPad because nobody newspaper no more. I want you to open to an article of today's daily news, top heading. And then I want you to grab a squirt gun and shoot at the camera while you take the picture. I want some shit that, I know ain't nobody ever seen before. I like specifics, okay? Don't judge me. I like what I like. Don't judge me.
No, you do.
You're worried about the wrong fucking thing. That's what I got to say about that.
You do make an interesting point. This is kind of the reason why I don't want to know about your past. Like, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know about the body count? You don't want to know it's 30, 40
I don't want to know about the body count. I think that's fucking, I feel like that's like self-inflicting pain. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Let me give you guys a quick
what if scenario. You are so soft.
Hold on, let me give you guys a quick what if scenario. What if that girl slept with a guy that had like a 13-inch penis, right? And he made a mold of his dick. And then he's like, hey, send me a picture of you using that mold. And now she saved that picture. And you're like, hey, send me a picture using your toy. And then she sends you a picture of her using her 13-inch homemade dildo. That will wreck your self-esteem. At this point, it's kind of like, you know what? Jesus Christ, you were fucking Mandingo. You might as well go back. There is no way. You know what? I don't even want to be with you anymore. I'm sorry. I can't compete. I give up. I quit on life. I quit on life. In fact, I'm going to start sucking dick now because there's no way I can keep up with that. I'm sorry. That's just what this is.
Y'all worried about the wrong thing. I don't have time for that. I'm not worried about it. They can send me recycled pictures, recycled photos.
Because
like
you don't care.
One of my exes,
dick pic is a dick pic. You get dick pics even when not asking for it. You wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, let me go check my emails. Oh, there's about 6 dick pics in here. It is what it is.
Yo, like, why do we not just get random vag pics? Like, that's not a thing. Like,
speak for yourself. It's happening.
Because you want me to tell you why? Because men are visual and they think women are visual and we're not visual.
I knew that.
That's why.
I literally said that today. I was like, women hear with their eyes and they see with their ears. And they were like, that don't make sense, bro. Trust me, bro. It makes sense. If you ever been with somebody, you've been in a long-lasting relationship, you'll notice that.
Here's my problem with that. That sounds good, but the minute I wake my wife up by slapping my dick on her ear, then we all have problems. And I'm the asshole here. I'm the dickhead. I'm just trying to show you what I got waiting for you. Now I'm the dickhead. You know what? Whatever. We gonna end this. Oh, Kristen, you got something to say? Go ahead.
No, because we're not. Look, just leave. We're gonna have a part 2 to this because y'all men are. Look, I hope there's not a lot of men out there that think this way, that want special photos, because sometimes it just doesn't happen, and they gotta choose their battles wisely.
Let me tell you something. I would prefer somebody tell me I can't right now. You'll get it in 2 weeks, rather than send me some shit. Rather than send me some shit that 15 other niggas beat their dick off 20 minutes ago.
Here's how I feel about it.
And look, they might have beat their dick off 20 minutes ago, but they actually beat their dick in that pussy 2 weeks ago, a year ago, a month ago, whatever. If they've had sex with that person before, it doesn't matter about the photo, Dex.
Why must you come into this ruining my life? Like, I don't want to, like, listen, I'm okay knowing that nothing's happening.
Because
like,
you need a reality check. That's what it is.
No, you leave.
You need a reality check.
Delusion.
Yo. Funny story. So I was a paratransit operator for my last job, right? And I was driving this one guy, and he was telling me the story about how the girl he was with cheated on him, and now she's said they're the cheater and the boyfriend, they're now together, and now she's trying to get back with him. And I'm just like, ew.
Ew, indeed.
But hold on. With that being said, if you're going to send your significant other a recycled photo, in how I feel about it, do it with consideration, like in good taste. With that being said, too,
A lot of times, recycled pictures bring up feelings of exes and that somebody was fucking you and you decided you love them damn it. You sent them this picture. That's my thing. I want to feel special. Like, yo, you love me different than you love someone else. So yeah, you might have sent them a picture. They might have been there, but you know what? Because I'm with you now, and this is different. You know, do something new for me. Send me something different. I will. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, okay, Dex, I see where you're going with this. Is that
listen,
you want to be made to feel special all the time?
I damn right do. Just like how y'all want to give us old vagina and receive brand new handbags. I want to feel special too. I will, however, leave it with this. I at one point did receive an unsolicited, vagina pitch, Pete, and it was so random and inappropriate because somebody had given my phone number to someone else. I knew nothing of it. I was minding my own business, hanging out in my living room one day. And what do I open my mail? The first thing I see is pussy. And the weirdest thing was, my kids were sitting right next to me. I'm saying like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. Wow.
That happened?
I had to send my kids away and say, listen, first of all, don't you ever do that again. Second of all, how did you get who is this? Like, I don't even know you. Oh, well, this person gave me a number. Well, I'll tell you what, delete it, fuck you, and fuck them. I don't need these headaches. But it's happened. It's happened.
And she sent you a fresh picture, I'm sure. She went and took her time to take that picture and send it
fresh.
To you.
It was extra fresh. Like
it was great, fresh out the box.
Right. So
no, seriously, why are there not more pussy pictures being unsolicited?
Because men are disgusting. That's why. That's why we don't get more pictures. Men are disgusting people.
Oh, I've been saying that, bro.
Okay, then. So don't even know why you asked. But listen, we've been recording for a long ass time. In fact, I feel like I'm gonna have to cut this into 2 portions.
You have a lot of fucking editing to do. I'll just say that right now. It's a great topic. It's great topics today.
So I'm probably gonna cut this and drop this in 2 different days. So if you stuck around to the end, congratulations. I don't know. Thank you for joining us on Complicated Discord. Join us again next week when we talk about some other random and possibly ratchet shit. Peace.
And we spare Dex feelings.
First of all, I don't have to take this. Screw you guys. I am going home.